Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside the... Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Chad Hudson, 8-3. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on first down. Love. He's got Smith here. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46.
Check 50, check 50. Chopper, chopper. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Ready, ready.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
On third down, Love. It's brought in by Doxson. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Go, go, go. 54. Charlie. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at the 20. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf. Go. Any down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Check right. Set go. Right there. 54, right there. Ready, go.
To throw again. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Go. Right, check. 59. Watch the curls. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1st down, Greer. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st and 10, Greer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 1st carry now for Thompson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Greer. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Bam, bam. Hey, high 7, 5.
On 4th down, Greer. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ryan Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 4, get go. Go. If you kill it, motion me out. Blue dot Corker, ready, go.
Off play action. Love going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Greer. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Love. The 20. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Greer. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Go! 30 base. 6-6, pull it high. Get it.
Here's Greer. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Greer on third down. And that's caught by Smith. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Carolina.
Greer now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Greer on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Greer in the offense with a first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. This is McCaffrey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Greer to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Greer now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 50, here's Greer. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down throw. Greer eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Mike, check, 59. Leo. You got tight. Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On second down, Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Delta. 59.
Looking to throw. Love. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. To throw on third down. Greer. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Bostic racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Ready.
Back to throw. Love. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Here we go. 16 out. 54. You don't know no better. H3, 2, 18, 10.
Operating from the gun. Love trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Greer sets to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. No gain, and it's second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Greer in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Greer. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check, 59.
From the gun on third down, Greer. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and goal. Greer. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on third down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check three, check three, check three. Five. Check 31, check 31.
After the turnover, here's Greer. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Carolina, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.